I don't know exactly what's going on with the whole cruise ship thing, but what I do know is it has something to do with men and women, and something to do with the scam that, and unfortunately, that's the word I'm going to use, where a boy is convinced that basically, how do I put it? Matching a young boy up with a young girl and having them around each other is actually a very good thing to do. And it's something that has been established and has very good groundwork rules and all sorts of stuff in a lot of different communities. But what's going on there is they're watching instead of having them together. And they've convinced these boys that they are somehow in them, I think, or something, and that's not what's happening. What's happening is a natural connection, and it feels like magic, and it kind of is, because it's something that men and women can do. But I need you to believe me that experience, that watching experience is a bastardized version of what you could experience, and it's been done kind of by people on high, manipulating religious people into believing that that's the way it needs to be. I don't believe that any institution is all wrong. I think that there's a lot of right things in each one, and then capitalism gets in there and they make up things to, nobody knew. Nobody knew it, but the hardest truth that these people need to see is that that's absolutely not what God would want. And that's absolutely heartbreaking to me for anyone that would have to live like that on either side. And it's also a very big opening for predators. And I think that if everyone can kind of just accept the harsh truth that what's going on there, it is a lie. It is a lie, and the real world is way more beautiful. There's some pain and some work, but I'm going to try my hardest to take this giant down and make sure that every single person that's been affected by it is nothing but swept up with love and given no shame, because this is just a mistake run rampant by capitalism. And that's the case with a lot of things, but this is the one that hurts my heart the fucking most. And I don't know enough, and I kind of like it that way. But just listen to me. Human nature, once you mature, once you become an adult and you learn your lessons, eventually those connections come to you, and you can experience things in the real physical world, on the ground, never being apart. And it hurts me so much even to kind of say it, because I know that that's a really, really hard thing to think about, to accept. But once we can accept that and just be like, oh God, we can love these people back into health, and we can never do this again, ever again. That is the most predatory thing against love that I have heard of so far.